Thumbnail.
Nope.
We'll go ahead and just jump in. So Eddie, first question would be, where would you rank Nope between his 3 films, Get Out, Us, and Nope?
Ooh. I like it over Us, but Get Out was really good for me. But this one was a lot better than Us. It was better than Us. That's all I can really say. It was
Awesome.
a lot better than Us.
For sure, I would say that's definitely the common consensus, that Us is sort of maybe the black sheep of these 3. Get Out is solid. Nope, for me, did solidify Jordan Peele as like
great. It was phenomenal.
Yes.
It was great. It was really good.
Mine goes in order. For me, I think every movie has been better than the last. I've dug Nope the most from his 3.
Nope was just, I don't know, it had a good beginning, middle, end. Like, it was a solid story. It just didn't feel like a 2-hour movie. It was good. For real,
I went in, this was my second time watching it. I was surprised when it's a 2 hours 30 minutes runtime, because for me it did feel like an hour shaved off, like maybe an hour and a half. With pacing, the first time I watched it, I did feel the first act, I was sort of confused, and I was just wondering, like, where is this gonna pay off? Where's everything going with this?
Yeah, like, especially like the first scene, the spoilers. Is this a spoiler if I'm talking about it like this?
Okay, let's give us a rating before we go into spoilers.
I'd probably rank it out of 10 at 8.5 for me.
Yeah.
8.5 for sure.
I agree. Just because last time I saw it, it was an 8, and now it boosted up to a 9. I think I agree solidly with 8.5. It's a good number.
It's because like I said, it had a good beginning, middle, and end.
Yes.
It just made everything, the story was so concise, everything about it just made sense. So at first you're kind of confused until you get to the end where everything comes full circle and you understand everything.
All right, well, beware. I guess from here on out, warning, we'll go into spoilers.
Okay, so the first scene, Gordy, right?
Yeah, Gordy,
the whole scene, it was like, what was the point of this happening? And then once you're just like, this point, it just seemed like it was so pointless to have in the beginning until you get through the whole movie, and then you understand the scene was meant, it had a purpose for the whole entire movie. It had a purpose, so I really liked that. I liked how everything was just full circle.
After the first time I watched it, I was still sort of confused, but then quick shout out to the couple friends I did see it with the first time. It was Kendra, Myra, and Shun. Shun's back in the US, by the way. Yeah. You might see him very soon. Yeah.
Cool.
We had a discussion right afterwards, and with James, you're probably watching this. All 5 of us had like an hour-long discussion afterwards about it, so it helped a lot. In terms of that scene, or all the scenes with Gordy, the chimpanzee, at first, when I kept seeing what Steven Yeun, when he would have the flashbacks, at first I thought it was more like trauma. Thinking back of that incident, and then he didn't really want to talk about it with anyone because it was traumatic.
It was too much.
But according to a couple of my friends, they explained that it was more he was reminiscent of that memory. He basically capitalized on that memory, and that's how the relationship with the alien in this movie, or how do you say, Jean Jacket?
Yep.
The way Gordy was still like kind of buddies with him with the little exploding fist bump, and they still had that dynamic and that strong bond relationship. I think that stuck with Steven's character, and that's why he thought, oh, I can do the same with the alien. Like
how it was with Gordy, doing everything he did to the cast members, he thought he'd still have it.
Yeah. I guess you could say with this alien, he was more the apex predator, where nothing could really top it.
And he was being super territorial. I like how everything was just explained like animalistically.
Yeah.
Like he was like the top, and you can't reason with him because he's the top. You gotta make a bargain. You gotta try to do something different.
Going off of that, it was a good question James asked me last time. Any movies that come to mind when you watch Nope?
I just thought it was an older time movie. I don't know. It just felt like it just felt different from other movies. To me, it felt like something new, fresh. Like another alien chaser film, but like fresh. I don't know. It's just different.
Definitely fresh. This was our generation's Jaws, except instead of the ocean, it's in the sky. You know, it could eat anyone at any moment. It's like this is its habitat. We're in their habitat. Like that final act, it did feel adventurous. it always stuck with horror, but there was totally elements, sci-fi, adventure, of course, Western. When they made all the plans to like for the final act for Jean Jacket, for me, the reflections of each character, cinematographer, like the veteran with the voice.
Oh yeah.
Like the veteran in Jaws, where he captured sharks before, so he knew what he was doing. Steven Yeun's character reminded me of the mayor in Jaws, where he was like, he knew the shark was there, but he still wanted to capitalize on that money. The retail guy, Angel, yeah, for real. I don't know why he reminds me of some of the coworkers we had at Home Depot. We're both Home Depot alumni or
veterans. Back in my day, Home Depot,
Pepper Ridge Farm,
laying down the concrete.
Angel's character, or the character of Angel, reminded me of like the tech guy in Jaws. The main character needed help in terms of like finding traps or like the locator for the shark, Bruce the shark. So OJ and M, they're the main protagonists together, except they're their own people, of course. I think they share the same amount of like importance in the story.
Their chemistry too was really great. The main two just seemed like they really brotherly, sisterly vibes. Like they played off of each other really well. It just made the story a lot better. They developed both of them, their characters, from the beginning all the way through to the end.
I appreciated that as well a lot, because they would kind of argue, they would like do little physical, like, get out of here, you know? But ultimately, they're still there for each other. They had a really healthy dynamic. And I love that, like, you know, yep, exactly. So, dude, that's probably the most emotional part of the movie.
Very emotional, yep.
I loved it. Okay, so if we're going based off that ending, how did you take the ending? You think of that shot of OJ still on the horse and the mist reveals him, or the fog, the dust clears.
I just feel like, and it was just crazy because then the sign said "out yonder."
Yeah,
it just felt weird. I didn't think I was expecting a happy ending. It kind of felt like they were making the ending up for question, like maybe he wasn't there.
I did take the ending more literal. Oh, I'd hope that it was more like the reveal, he survived when we thought he died. But we could take it differently for sure, because the way the shot was placed and the dust revealing it, and of course the sign, it's more like
it
from
looked
beyond.
Like he was more, yeah, and it said "out yonder." It just felt like I don't know. It just felt different. Something about that scene, because like when you seen the dust, used to me seeing Keke Palmer's character in the dust.
Yeah, like
she's more visible, and you see OJ, but he looks like he's like too far in the dust. Like he's really out yonder. Like he's got taken too. But I don't know. I just felt like that.
Soundtrack.
Soundtrack. Oh my gosh. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
You look like a vampire. Wait, do it again. Do it again. Wait. Turn slowly.
Oh my god. Hey, this song is pretty long. I don't even know how I look like because I took off my glasses. Oh shoot.
It won't stop. It won't stop. That was it.
I did it.
Right at the end. Right at the end. Oh my gosh. Oh my god.
Just like looking at the camera makes me laugh now. Like, my gosh. But throughout the movie, there's lots of things that can be taken up for interpretation. So that's the question I'll ask you, Eddie. Historically, he's come out to say for sure this is what he wants to do. Jordan Peele has always liked social commentary in every one of his movies. Get Out and Us, it was more open, digestible for us. How did you take note? What kind of social commentary did you get from this, if any?
I don't know. I don't feel like I've seen anything in particular.
Yeah.
Do you think you've seen anything? Because I don't feel like I saw. Maybe I could be. I could be wrong.
No, for sure. Maybe I'm thinking too far out, but you know, alien far happily. But I do personally think there was a couple of allegories and symbolism that Jordan Peele has given for us. I think it's some things I feel like had to be intentional. The symbolism of Jean Jacket was a camera, because even in its final form, when it be turned from a ship to more like a flowy thing, did resemble for me one of the old school 1920s, 1930s Hollywood cameras that they had, or one of the original 1800s, late 1800s cameras. Actually, the thing it really reminded me of, if you guys ever watched Goosebumps, Say Cheese and Die with Ryan Gosling, the camera looked exactly like that, like the shape. Yeah. It was a love letter to Hollywood and filmmakers. They had lots of references like, oh, I got the number from the call sheet, and even when OJ would walk around with the jacket, it even said crew.
From the Scorpion King movie
Scorpion
that him
King.
and his dad did, yeah.
Exactly. It was almost a satire, or it was sort of mocking the current age of like, let's say influencers or people who just use their cameras or their phones for everything. Like, they need to record, they need to take a photo 24/7. They can't just live in the moment, just enjoy what they see. And when I saw the alien, you know how it says like, don't look in the eye of the ship, or that's how it takes you. That's how OJ realized that's how they can beat it. If they don't look directly at it, it flies over them. If they look, it's almost like a Medusa. That's the mechanic for Jean Jacket. Jean Jacket could have been the representation of a camera, and the cast or all of the characters in this movie could have been moments in life, like just people. And like, if we just see something going down, the first thing we do, pull out a camera,
look at it, and
record. Oh, I gotta do this, I gotta record. Even the way we behave, it's very new age, and because we grew up in it, we don't necessarily see something so off about it. But if you took a human from 100 years ago and dropped in modern day, they would see us as aliens. Like, why are you behaving this way? And that's how OJ ended up realizing Jean Jacket was not just a ship, it was an entire alien, because he recognized the behaviors. Instead of just how it looked, it was the way it moved, it was territorial, it had its own attitude and its own personality, and OJ recognized that. The way it hit me was like, oh, I should stop using cameras more than I do. I should just like
be in the moment,
keep the phone in my pocket, and just like, you know, enjoy it. And I have realized that when I've tried that for the past few months, where I've just, instead of taking my phone out, I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna leave it alone. And when I live in the moment, I remember that moment a lot more, and it becomes more of a better core memory for me, and I can look back more like, oh shoot, that was a really good day. Maybe I'm projecting, but that's kind of the
good take.
What I got from it.
Yeah. I feel like it was more like a family film, just a family. It was like little topics that you don't see a lot of movies talk about. Like, there was a scene where Keke Palmer's character said that she was going to therapy, and he's like, therapy, and you know, as a black person in the community, it's hard for people to like go out for therapy and talk to people about their struggles, and I know that it's hard. So I just feel like him adding that in the movie was like, you know, just like a signal, a message to people, be with your families, talk, get things over, because life is short. Yeah. Just like how his dad was like gone within the first couple scenes of the movie, you know? So it's just like, I don't know, family, or just a family-based theme. Yeah, actually, I love that take for sure. And the way that their own dynamic between siblings, I feel, was so realistic, and I believe them 100%. Like, everyone can relate to a certain extent, like whether it's like the younger sibling who is sort of pestering you, but they mean all well, or the older sibling who's kind of more like reserved and distant, but they still care for you. They care for you. But all good takes. I agree everything with you. So yeah, it's all the little comments they have towards each other. It does feel like that's something that happens in real life for sure. That reminds me more of Steven Yeun's character. Oh, by the way, we just researched it's Yeun and not Yeun. Yes. So. Yeah. We're correcting ourselves. Thumbs up. Yeah. It was like thumbs up, right? Yeah. I'm doing the thumbs up. Steven Yeun's character, for me, I saw a lot of stuff, and Eddie pointed something out that I didn't see before.
So he already knew about the aliens, and that's another topic we're going to talk about soon. How did he figure out about the aliens? Because must have been the first one so he could capitalize on it, right? The way his suit in the back was a UFO. It was like glimmering. I didn't notice that in the first time I watched it, and Eddie pointed it out this time, and I was like, wait, that's so true. So it makes it more like, oh yeah, he was planning this all along. And I really dug, there's a shot where Steven Yeun's, what's his name? I keep forgetting like the character's name. Oh, I'll keep going and let me know. But with Steven Yeun's character, he was gonna give a flyer to everyone about like the event that he was holding with the UFOs, and it
didn't even say. I'm gonna cry.
But with Steven Yeun's character, basically, he was giving flyers about the event, right? Mm-hmm. And then when OG found the flyer, it was under a pile of bullcrap, like horse manure. As in, like, it was like saying this flyer is BS.
Juke Park. Juke Park.
Oh yeah, they call him Jew. Yeah, Jew Park. Yeah, Jupiter. Jupe. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, Jupe's when Jupe gave the flyers, and then the flyer was revealed under a pile of crap. Literally. Literally. In terms of just location, it's in California, or it takes place in California. What I personally dug about this, because in horror movies, most of the time it's set in neighborhoods or a forest or the woods. And so a desert, an open area that's
so much open space.
Yeah,
mountains. It was a lot of open space, yeah.
I think that's very refreshing. It's not done too often. There's only a couple times I've seen that, whether it's Pumpkinhead or The Hills Have Eyes.
Oh, The Hills Have Eyes.
The most notably would be Tremors, I think. But I think this would be my favorite take of this type of environment, location. Because even me living in California, I don't really dig desert areas that are that open. But I've learned to love it a lot more, especially on road trips.
Especially.
Just driving, music, and sometimes at night you see the stars because there's no like light pollution. But this movie made me appreciate it so much more, especially with the sound effects where you would hear the screams. But imagine you're just placed in that open area. You don't know where it's coming from.
The sound was scary. You could literally hear everything stop. It just goes super quiet, and then you hear the noise. It's crazy.
Yeah. I really dug that you could still hear the people screaming as it was flying, as Jean Jacket was still flying around.
As they were inside. It had them inside of them.
I'm going to say straight up, that was probably the most uncomfortable scene for me, when you were seeing the people being digested.
And then it's just, I wasn't expecting it.
I took it better this time because I knew what was going to happen. So I was like, oh, it's not that bad. But the first time I saw it, I felt so claustrophobic. And I was like, no, it just felt so dreadful. Because what I was hoping for was like, oh, everyone's going to work together. Like, it reminded me of War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise.
Exactly, right? Like that. I was like, they're gonna get out of this somehow, some way.
And it just felt helpless because they just kept getting sucked deeper into the jean jacket, I was like, come on, you guys could work together, put like your elbows, choke it or something. But
nothing happened.
Nothing happened. That actually leads me to a question I think you had about the cinematographer. Because at the end, he ended up, I think he totally did it on purpose. He looked towards jean jacket,
and we're
still filming.
Recording.
And like, what did he know prior to it? Because he must have been hunting for something. And like you said before about just filmmakers or like cinematographers, directors, we got to get the right shot, the shot of a lifetime. He's been pursuing this forever, and he finally did it, but this is what killed him. He pursued all of his life for this shot, and
he got the shot. He got the shot. He did get the shot.
Yeah.
Technically, he got the shot.
He got the shot.
Angel also survived.
Yes.
But he was thrown around. But when he got tossed around, I saw like film next to him. Do you think he also got a shot of... I felt like he got the shot too. And then like once the director got sucked into jean jacket, did he not drop the camera as well?
He didn't, or there wasn't anything to imply or show it. But I do think, just based off of like how jean jacket drops keys and coins, I think he wouldn't have, he or she or whatever it is, it wouldn't have digested the camera. Yeah, exactly. So it would have threw it up eventually. Yeah. So it's somewhere out there.
It's somewhere out, exactly. But jean jacket is dead, right? That
I hope.
technically,
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
it looked like it, but that's why I said the film kind of left that part up to. It just looked like it was exploded, but I don't know.
It made me very curious in terms of like the lore, or in terms of the physics of Jean Jacket. I was so interested, like if it's been here for a while and it consumes, that means it has a digestive system. How does it like relieve waste? You know, what kind of systems do they have? It doesn't look like it's made of flesh or blood. Well, I guess when you're inside, you do see like the orange
the
things.
membrane
Yeah.
squeezing everybody.
Yeah. Very squishy. You know?
It did look like it did remind me of War of Worlds. That scene in particular, the people going through, it did feel like that.
Totally makes me curious what kind of material from the outside it's made of, because when it died and it exploded, it almost seemed like it was evaporating into the air. Like, what if there's no evidence left of the body and all that stuff?
And it kind of reminded me of like a jellyfish too.
Right.
Some way, something about it reminded me of a jellyfish. It was just really weird.
That's
like a mushroom jellyfish.
Exactly.
I don't know.
That's exactly
really
it. And even when jellyfish are beached on the sand, they evaporate. There's no body left. So I think that's exactly like the inspiration that it was taken for this one, for sure.
It's crazy how she got the shot.
Beautiful.
It really was.
They got the shot, and if the film is still out there, the camera, they have that. They have, I'm pretty sure, like at least if the three of them survived, maybe, I don't know if it was two, but I think it's three eyewitnesses. Pitch for a sequel. It's revealed Jean Jacket was a baby. You know, it's just so cool. They could go so many ways. You know,
that would be crazy.
Right? Where did it come from? You know,
Jean Jacket, the baby bear. Now Mama Bear is coming.
Just like I could just picture like here's the Earth, and then you just see like a pair of two eyes coming. Like,
too big.
Where's
Jean
my
Jacket.
baby?
Where's my son?
You know,
the time frame of the alien being there.
Yeah, 6 months, 3 years. 6 months to 3 years, right? First character who knew about Jean Jacket was Jupe. And it depends how long he's been there, because he said he's been there for 3 years. But there's no confirmation if he knew about it since the beginning, or if he was there because of Jean Jacket.
Did the power at any point go off when Jupe was filming his show with Gordy? Because it seemed like maybe something happened to Gordy because of Jean Jacket then.
Damn.
I just don't remember quite seeing if any lights went off during the time, or like any power fluctuation, something. Because I feel like it could have even been then that Jupe may have come in contact with Jean Jacket. If not then, for sure, it's, I don't know, the 6 months is more probable because of OJ's dad.
Yeah.
But the 3 years since he moved there, it's like he's been planning for 3 years just for the big reveal.
Yeah. Now that you say that, it reminds me, OJ claimed he saw the same cloud for 6 months. So that's probably when
he realized it of any time.
Exactly, for sure. So there's a recurring thing of whether it's the material of plastic or rubber, but just balloons. The balloons popping was what made Gordy snap. The
balloons popping, yeah.
And I think it's such a cool thing that in the final act, that's what killed Jean Jacket, and they
Big
popped.
balloon popped inside, yep.
So, okay, so quick thing with the scene with the
watch
alien.
it again.
Yeah. When the kids had like the alien masks on.
That was creepy.
Yeah.
That was so creepy.
When they were like kind of peeking their head. So just now I was just looking over here at the parking lot, and I could have sworn, you see that little thing, the black pipe?
Over there.
I thought that was like
that somebody comes out with the same thing? No.
I was like, oh shoot. Did you expect it to be like sci-fi or extraterrestrial themed? It's based off like the poster or any teasers that you saw, because I didn't really see too many of the teasers.
The only thing I did at one point, only when it was the poster with just the cloud and the string hanging, I assumed it was something extraterrestrial. I did, but I didn't think I don't know. I was thinking the movie was going to go in a completely different direction. I just thought something with a spaceship would be involved just because of that scene alone.
For sure.
Or something supernatural, like, Vecna or something.
My friend Yeun, he didn't like that. Well, I'm just speaking on his behalf. He expected, like, when the kids were dressed up as aliens, he wanted that to be the villains, like how the aliens look like. So he'd prefer if it was a ship with actual aliens and just them running around.
Just the ship being the alien itself.
Right.
Which, it was different. That was kind of different. I was expecting it to be people too.
But I really did dig, like, that it was...
like an animal.
It was, yeah, an animal itself. So cool. It's almost like, I don't want to say Lovecraftian, but just the idea that there's a creature that exists that's that big, that's capable of moving that fast.
So quickly and efficiently taking up. It's hungry. It was like a wild animal, like a apex predator for real.
Anatomy, or just like the physics of a jellyfish, that sort of explains how fast it goes, because just in terms of real life, like the bigger you are, the slower you have to go, just because of gravity ends up kind of weighing down on you. Which is why there's an argument that something like Godzilla could never exist, because it would just collapse within itself. Things like blue whales have to be in the ocean because that's what keeps them floating. If they were just here, their muscles would end up crushing them. If this jean jacket was legit, like, kind of transparent or weightless almost, that proves how it could just, you know,
like
even
a jellyfish,
like
even
jellyfish.
In its mushroom-like state. Once it grabs you, it's like... like Kirby.
Right. I don't know if anyone else in the audience did this, but when it was confirmed that you shouldn't look directly at whether it is the eyeball or just like the mouth, if you look at it, it sucks you in. Whenever it showed on screen, I legit like looked down. I was like, or just stared at the corner of the screen, because I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna get sucked in.
I looked at it directly, trying to see what would happen if, like, what does it look like?
In the theater,
like,
you just get sucked into
right
the
theater. Super windy in the theater. I'm like, Kevin!
You know, one of these days, I keep expecting like the theater experience to really be that like 4D. That's a good script right there. Like, what if a horror movie takes place in a movie theater? People just want to experience a movie, and then little do they know it ends up being in real life. Theater is like the trap or the monster that's like
trying to escape, and it's locked, and it's like you're already inside the belly of the beast.
Yeah. What did you think when they were doing the final act with Jean Jacket, the motorcyclist?
Oh.
And what did you think of that?
His placement was, I don't know, because I thought for sure he was going to be like the one to get the shot before them, just because of how suddenly he appeared. But it's like he knew things too, because his helmet, he came prepared as if he knew something as well. He had the helmet on, which was reflective, so like nobody could really tell what he's looking at because it was reflective. But Jean Jacket knew, except for the little hole in the middle.
Yeah, for me that further proves my theory in terms of people being obsessed with needing to record. I think that was the embodiment of that, like, and to a very extreme level, because even as he knew he was about to die.
Where's my camera? Where's my camera? My camera.
That's terrifying to think, like, if someone behaves like that in real life. I don't think anyone's been that extreme. Maybe sometimes. That reminds me of Midsommar. That really pissed me. I love Midsommar, first off.
Yeah.
I love that movie. But when the students were like, "This is for my thesis," even
this is for my they went to the extremes, and now look at you.
Turned you into a mask. What did you think of the counterparts of brother and sister, OJ and M? M was very extroverted, and she almost took the spotlight. But OJ was more reserved, introverted, but very assertive. And what did you think of that? Because I really dug, like, it did give me more of a Western feel, and the biggest movie I could refer those two characters to is Mad Max Fury Road. When Tom Hardy didn't really speak for the first hour or so, versus, was it Furiosa?
Furiosa, the one with the arm, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she was more well spoken, more social, but they had to work together in order to like
And the dynamic
win.
between the two, it helped. Yeah, and then it also builds the relationship between the two, because she picked up where he left off, because he was doing terrible when they did the safety training, but she came in, picked up the slack. They build off of each other. They needed each other.
In the very beginning, it seemed like he didn't want to be there. Like he was just kind of stuck there. It's what he knew. That's what his dad brought him, or that's what he taught him. Yeah, brought him up to be. And so for the first act of the movie, it just seemed like he didn't care. It was stable, so might as well do it. You know, it brings in the money. This is my job. Just keep at it, you know? And that's so realistic for sure, because a lot of people, we can become lost with, what do I really want to do? Where do I want to go? But hey, I found this thing. This is my job. It's working for now. Might as well just stick with it. You know, it's the thing to do. Just keep going at it. But then later on, his arc was, even as he started to learn about Jean Jacket and that this land was in danger, he could have left. Everyone could have just, come on, let's get out of here. We know this is, we should just all escape. But even when M would say, come on, let's go, I'm out of here, he would keep saying, I got a job to do.
I got a job to do.
Gotta
keep these mouths fed.
Exactly. So it almost felt like he could never find a purpose, and now he realized this has always been
his purpose. And what he's been doing all along was what he was meant to do.
Exactly.
It was that was very eye-opening.
In turn, he saved the world. Well, everyone all together worked together to save the world, but I think that's just so cool. I gotta give props to OJ's character.
Daniel Kaluuya, in general, is a great actor.
Yeah.
He played in the first Jordan Peele film, and this is the second Jordan Peele film. So I really do like it. He's a good actor, and he just knows how to play a role. Yeah, he did a really good job. My hope is this is Jordan Peele's go-to guy. Yes, his muse. Like how it would be perfect, because he can portray a lot of different emotion in every character that he plays. He will play that character down like really good. Like I believe, I hope so too.
Yes, because every director has like their go-to actor, their muse.
Quentin Tarantino, it's Uma Thurman and Samuel Jackson. So those two, like how those are his muses. He puts them in a lot of his movies.
Yeah.
I want that for Daniel and Jordan. I agree 100% on that one.
For me, I was gonna for sure, Quentin Tarantino, perfect example. For me, it's John Carpenter. His muse is Kurt Russell. Every single, or most of them, for sure. Whether it's The Thing, and what was it, Escape from New York,
The Thing.
The Thing. Yeah,
that was a good one.
He was supposed to be in They Live, but I think it was just scheduling issues. He was also in Big Trouble in Little China.
Seymour? The Big Plant? No, I'm thinking of another movie.
Little Shop of Horrors with the Plant. Because at first I thought, I think so. I thought that's where this movie was going, where it was like, we gotta feed Jean Jacket in order to save the world. So like, let's just keep it low key and bring victims.
Like Steven knew about it. I can definitely see it like that for sure. Right?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, that's what I felt like it could have been going towards when Steven, like when he showed the Gordy Hall, like once he pushed up the cabinet and it was like everything behind it. I thought that was pretty. I just felt like it was gonna be something like that. Yeah.
And that further proves Jupe's reminiscence of that event, because when you go in, it's all just memories, like happy memories of that. Like, remember the shoe that sort of stood?
But that's why I said maybe Jean Jacket's been around, because why was the shoe just standing like that?
I don't know. Yeah.
It was her shoe was on her foot, and then the other one was just standing perfectly still in the middle of the room. Then the balloons are popping. That's why I felt like maybe he had a thing or he knew about Jean Jacket then, but I don't know. The shoe was perfect.
Oh, I was looking at his phone. Yeah, I was looking at your phone the whole time. You should show your case. Yeah, that's an awesome case.
I love horror. This is
so cool.
Everybody. Oh, and my shirt as well.
Oh, yeah. Looking at it the whole time.
My earrings.
They're slashing your freaking knives.
The dad, a lot of the times, he would just be staring off into the clouds, too.
Yeah.
Do you think maybe he knew something was there too?
You know, that's really interesting because OJ kept mentioning that his dad built this place and it changed the industry. So like that's why he felt so invested in staying, because after his dad passed, it was more like I can't just let it go because this meant something to dad, you know. Maybe it was there intentionally. Maybe his dad did know something. That's so interesting. I wouldn't know.
He's a really good actor. His voice is like amazing.
Oh yeah, Keith David. I said Keith Richards, which is Rolling Stones. No, it's Keith David. Yeah, great actor.
It was so good when the music would play and then it would just super distorted, and it come right back up.
I love that. That was a good plot device where it helped us learn more about the rules of Jean Jacket and like just this world. Things die down. That means Jean Jacket is close to your perimeter. If it's just far away enough, things turn back on, which you could use to your advantage. You also used the wind guys.
The wacky flailing, inflatable arm flailing tube man.
Yeah.
They're
Oh
just
my God,
perfect.
yeah.
They're literally just
Damn. So I wonder if they align them in like a grid. So when they would die down, that's when they knew, oh, okay, Jean Jacket's there.
in that particular spot.
Yeah.
Because it did look like he had Angel had like a satellite view of which were plugged into which spot.
Yeah. Before I forget, I do dig when we look inside of Jean Jacket, just going off of my theory that Jean Jacket represents a camera. It looks like film rolls.
The tube.
And yeah, the tube, it looks like that's the lens of the camera looking through. But in terms of the soundtrack, I dug all of like the Western type of orchestra, because it made it feel more eerie, because it was prevailing. Where this is such a horrific event for these characters, but they prevail, and it feels more adventurous. It still maintains that groundness of horror, but it makes it much more impactful. My favorite scene in terms of performance, Keke Palmer, when she sees Jean Jacket go down, she's like, "That's right, no one messes with us," and she was like sad, but happy, like relieved, excited.
Like you felt that
tragic,
emotion.
yeah.
You seen it in her face. Like that was award-winning performance for me. I think she did a great job in that. That was a great scene.
Great scene. I love that.
Good job with that.
With her voice, trembling, you know.
It felt like she was really, like this was actually happening to her. Like it was really happening in real time. It felt crazy. And I like how they put the horse's name. I don't know why. I just thought that was a nice little touch.
I love that. I was just gonna mention that it reminded me of silent films.
Yeah.
Like this chapter or
this
subtitles.
Is Lucky's chapter. Gordy's chapter. What was the other horse's name?
Let's see. I don't. Ghost.
Lucky. Ghost was one. Yes, Ghost was one of them.
Clover.
Clover.
I think all the names were the three horses, Gordy, Jean Jacket.
And then Jean Jacket was like a tie back to when Keke Palmer's character was younger, because she did say the story about how she was supposed to get trained with the horse with her dad, but no, he didn't train her. He trained the brother instead. And she said, I think that was the name of the horse, Jean Jacket. I thought it was the name of the horse that he was supposed to train, and I think that's why he named it Jean Jacket. So it just felt like, and that's another thing, because of that, like the dad was supposed to train Keke's Palmer character to like do with the horses, but she didn't learn it. And this movie technically is kind of like her brother, who was always looking out for her, kind of taught her how to deal with the horses, and Jean Jacket being her kind of like her first horse.
Yeah.
I just felt like it was that in that kind of sense. Like I don't know. Yeah, like it was her first horse. Instead, she didn't get it with her dad. She got it with her brother, the one who's always been out looking for her.
Damn, that's so cool. Lots of things I didn't notice.
Yeah.
So cool.
Jean Jacket. Yeah, that's a crazy name for a horse.
I love that name.
It's crazy. Like it's like Jean Jacket. I would have a horse named Jean Jacket just because of this movie. Jean Jacket.
I wanted to get a dog, and I wanted to name them Appa. A white dog. Yeah.
I'm gonna
with white fur, chubby maybe. Yeah.
If I have a horse, I'm naming it Clip Clap.
Clip Clap. Yeah. That's awesome. Clip Clap.
Clip Clap.
Let's go.
You want a carrot?
Let me chop your carrot up. Clip Clap. I got you.
Oh, clip clap. Clip clap.
Clip clap.
That's how they were on the little show on Gordy's. Oh, Gordy. Happy birthday, Gordy.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. This is my friend Holly.
Hi, I'm Tiffany. This is Holly. She's totally crazy.
Holy shit. Oh, but...
We're totally crazy.
Hey guys.
You're watching Disney Channel.
Oh shoot, my freaking cheeks hurt, dude.
I have 6-pack now.
Yeah.
From the scene where M is driving on the motorcycle, the electric motorcycle, she does like a slide when she gets into Jupe's little town, and it just reminded me so much of Akira, the anime movie. The slide was very reminiscent of it was perfect, almost exactly like it. Like if you look at it, I was like, no way. It's cool that they put that like that. You know, did you notice it, right?
Yeah, I remembered it from somewhere. I knew it came from somewhere, so I knew it was like a reference or it's just a thing cyclists do, but it stood out to me 100%, so I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That makes me wonder what other things could have been inspired by different movies, films, animated.
And this time, what I really did going into this movie, because I know like Jordan Peele had a lot of like hidden things all throughout the movies, and like everything was recorded a certain way for some reason.
Yeah.
And I was just trying to find reasons. But I really couldn't find a lot of things. Maybe I just wasn't. Maybe because I was so over into it, I couldn't find anything. But I gotta watch it another time. I have to watch it again for sure to see.
For sure. And I was talking to Eddie how the last time I watched it, I really enjoyed it. This time when I watched it, it was a better experience, just not having to necessarily process everything and all in one go, but I could just sit back, enjoy it, and take it, and I understood a lot more this time around. Any last thoughts on Nope? The rating, like once again, out of 10?
Out of 10, for sure, it's an 8.5.
Yes.
8.5. Yeah, it's leaning towards 9, but it's an 8.5, a solid 8.5.
I agree, for sure. It's because before it was 8 for me, now it's 9, so 8.5 is. I agree completely with that. One last thing I want to do before we head out. I don't remember how many claps it was. That's right, boy. Yeah.
They're like, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. It was like, was it like 5? I'm trying to see. It was a lot. There was a lot, and they were really into it.
Let's use a number, 5 or 6.
I'm gonna say 5.
5.
It was 5.
It was That's Right Boy, 5, and then
yeah, that's right, boy.
You want to do it?
Okay,
let's see. Okay, let's see if we can do it. First take, all right.
All right.
Wait, I'm gonna try to. Okay. Are we gonna scream it, or should we just like claim it? All right, here we go.
We scream it.
Scream it.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right, boy.
3, 2, 1. That's right, boy. All right. Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
3, 2. That's right, boy. God damn it.
Wait, you say that's right, boy, and I say yeah at the end. Okay.
All right. Here we go. I'm gonna get we're gonna get jean jacket.
Ooh, she sells by the sheets. Babu.
Direct eye contact when we do that or no? My hair is
If we do direct eye contact, I might fucking.
That's right.
I'm gonna close my eyes. Gotta get the shot.
Oh my. Here we go.
All right.
3. That's right, boy. 1, 2.
Yeah.
Did you like that?
That was it.
Oh my God.
Yeah. That's right, boy. Yeah.
I can't. All right, I guess this is it then. That was a good one. I did like Get Out. I did like Us. But for me, I would wait until it's streaming for me to watch. I wouldn't go out of my way. But with Nope, I'm gonna own it. I'm gonna buy the Blu-ray. I want to own it physically. This is like I can't wait to see where Jordan Peele goes from here.
Yeah, Jordan Peele, I can't. Yeah, he's an amazing artist. Even though us is like, I keep saying it, it's like one of my least favorite. It's not bad. It's just I like Nope a lot more than I like Us.
That makes sense. I think that's a good common consensus people have. It makes sense.
And Angel is kind of a creep because he was like, I'm gonna look at you guys' camera, and they were like, nope, and he did it anyway.
You know, that's something I like.
Shame on you, Angel.
Yeah. With Jordan Peele, it's almost like the title of his movies is almost like the quote of the movie, or like it feels like the movie is a song, and that's the chorus. So like they kept recurring like nope, nope, nope. I'm not gonna deal with nope.
Nah, nope. She was like, nah,
Nah,
run!
Run!
OJ, run! Run, OJ! Exactly.
Holy shoot, yeah.
OJ, run!
Oh my god, dude.
We gotta go!
Oh my god, dude, yeah. That's how it goes.
Oh god.
Oh shoot.
Yep.
Until next time.
Eddie Munson. Yeah. Stranger Things.
Wait. Dun, dun, dun.
Dun. If only could.
Yep, just
Dun. Right. Max.
when they were hanging out of the camera and it turns into a silhouette, and then you just see Steve's hair like.
It's always Steve's fucking hair.
All right. This is a good one. We'll see you guys in the next one.